everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I was trying to do this sideways and it's telling me to rotate the phone. Sorry. We're just having technical difficulties this way, people. So sorry. I had the laptop out and for some reason the laptop is not allowing the video to work, so I'm not sure. So anyway, come on in, come on in. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'd like for you to comment, let us know where you are coming in from. Hello, Edward, and all of you who are in already. Just tell us where you're chiming in from. Sorry, we had technical difficulties and appreciate you watching. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Thank you for chiming in. Let us know what you're drinking. This is my third cup of water. I'm saying third cup, 20 ounce for the day. And I'm probably about halfway down. I drank about that much. I told you I buy cups just to psych myself out. Hey, Miss Brenda, how are you? Thank you for chiming in. We had some technical difficulties. My battery is low on this phone, but we are going to talk about some tofu. I stopped and got some tofu. We're going to talk about some breakfast stuff real quick that we can cook. Hello. Oh, from Augusta. Hey, Edward. Hang on a minute. Let me grab the stuff out the refrigerator. And if my phone doesn't hang on long, then we won't be on here long. So would love for you guys to talk about, put in the chat what you had for dinner this evening or what your favorite breakfast food is. I am going to try to cook up some vittles for you. Already have the oven on, and let's just go ahead and get started. And we ask that you guys like and share this, like and share. We'd certainly appreciate it. You sharing it with your community. And put in there not only where you're, got three things you got to put in the chat. Where you're watching from. Some of you are watching from the area. Some of you are, what do I want to say? Not favorites, but you are favorites. But some of you have been on with us for a while, so we know where you're watching from. So tell us what you're drinking tonight. Again, we always push drinking your water. Got to make sure you drink your water to keep your body functioning properly. And then also we want to know what you had for dinner tonight. Put that in the chat and your favorite breakfast food, because we are going to talk about tofu. Now, I picked up some organic tofu, and it says that it's super firm. I don't know a lot about tofu. Hadn't really cared for it, but I'm going to try to work with it tonight, and I got a few recipes I want to share with you. We're also going to talk about some bacon that we created from banana skins, and I don't know how that's going to turn out, but let's start with that. Okay, I saw all of these recipes. I'm telling you, I saw these either on television somewhere or on the internet. And so I've not tried them before, but we are going to try them today and now. So I peeled a banana, just pulled off 2 strips, pulled those strips off, and I put them on a cookie sheet. So these are the strips, and I did put them in the oven for a little while, but I took them out because I didn't want them to burn. But I also put some seasoning on them. This is Texas style barbecue seasoning, like a seasoned rub that maybe you would put on meat or something like that. Hey, Christy, how are you? Like and share, and tell us what you're drinking. We want to know what you guys are sipping on while you're watching. And I've got my water, so if you need getting your water in, make sure you continue to do that. Okay, so I put it in the oven for a little while, kind of shriveled a little bit, but I want to put it back in to kind of make it almost crunchy, because this is going to be like the bacon. And again, I saw this on the internet. I don't know how it's going to turn out or how it's going to taste, but I feel like y'all are looking at the ceiling, so let me pull you down a little bit. There you go. And so, okay, I'm going to put this, I put this on broil 350. We're going to put this back in there and let it cook while we're talking. All right, we're going to let that cook for a while. I went and, let's see, I don't know if you can't see down here. Can y'all see down here? You can't. I'm going to try to let y'all see. So if you see something that's dirty, just discard it. Don't even think about it. All right, so the tofu, it comes in a huge block like this. You can see that. And I just cut a piece of the block. And from what I'm told, tofu takes on the taste of whatever you put it in. So what I did was I cut it into a couple of blocks. I just cut it long way like that. And then I cut it into little blocks like that. And then I dumped it in a bowl. And in that bowl, oh, I found this. Let me tell y'all. And I think I've shown this to you before, but this is plant butter. So those of you who are vegan, what is that you are cooking? We are going to make, we have some bacon banana strips in the oven already, Douglas. And now we're getting ready just to make some snacks with tofu. And so I made two different kinds. What I did was, this one has seasoning salt on it. And actually it doesn't taste so bad. It's got a little like a crust on the outside. I just put seasoning salt on this and just tossed it in a bowl and then put it in the oven, and I put the oven on broil. So that's what I did for this side. And it doesn't taste half bad. You could use this for like croutons on your salad. It's got like a little chewy taste. So it almost tastes like it's chicken. I mean, like the consistency. But really, y'all, seriously, this doesn't taste bad with just seasoning salt on it. I got the tofu, cut it up in little chunks like this, and I did rinse it off and just tossed it in seasoning salt. This side, I used butter, plant butter, and I also used garlic salt. And so actually this side isn't bad either. I can taste the butter and I can taste the garlic salt. You could use this, honestly, you could probably eat this like a meal, like instead of, if you don't want to eat potatoes, because it almost tastes like that, like it should be a potato with the butter and the garlic salt on it. Hey Marilyn, how are you? Thanks for chiming in. We're talking about tofu tonight. This side has butter and garlic salt on it. You could use it, put it in a salad, but you could use it as a side dish. So say you make maybe like broccoli and you don't want to eat potatoes. We'll chop you up some tofu, put some butter on it, and I got plant-based butter, and then put some garlic salt on it. And I'm telling you, it doesn't taste half bad. I thought I was going to be like gagging on here, to be honest with you. But it doesn't taste bad. And from what I hear, tofu takes on the flavor of whatever you put it in. So it did good. It did really good. Seriously. Never had tofu. I've had it before and I didn't particularly care for it. But this experience isn't so bad at this point right now. Okay. So the other thing that I did, and I don't know if you saw this, Marilyn, I bought the tofu. This is organic tofu, and it says that it's super firm, and it comes in a huge block like this, like it was filled up there, but I've like chopped some of it because I wanted to start cooking it, I guess, before y'all got on. So anyway, here's the other thing that I saw, this recipe. So we got the tofu and chopped it up really fine, and then put it into a bowl. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Marilyn. Put it into a bowl and then used a fork to kind of mix it, like continue to chop it with a fork. And I wanted it to look like eggs. Doesn't that look like eggs, like scrambled eggs? So guess how I got the color in here? It was real simple. The color I got from using turmeric. I just sprinkled a little bit of that on there, not a whole lot, but it gives it the yellow color as if you're eating like scrambled eggs. And so what I thought I would do is just put a little salt and pepper on it. A little pepper. I'm going to use a little salt. Let me turn on my pan. I already have butter in my pan because I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to use a little salt, little pepper. And that looks like eggs, doesn't it? So let's hope that it tastes like eggs. We will see. What are you guys drinking? Like and share, like and share. This tofu is filling. I feel like it would be filling. I feel like it is filling. It is filling. All right. So I'm going to, I hate to even move this, but all right. I'm going to move this camera, and if it goes awry, oops, we'll come back but I want y'all to see me cooking this. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I want y'all to see the skillet. Look at the skillet. Okay, I'm going to move it closer so you can see. Ooh, that fire came up. Now, that's a fire right there. And I have my I have my bacon, what do you call it? Bacon bananas in the broiler. Christy says, I'm drinking water and I've never had tofu before. Me either. We can learn how to cook this stuff together and hopefully it'll taste good. Because I'm telling you, the stuff that I put in the broiler and the little cubes that I did, I'm telling you, they were really, really good. I mean, they have a good flavor. I would not lie about that. If they were disgusting, I would totally tell you. All right, we're going to cook these as if we are cooking eggs. I probably should have put a little more. No, it's sizzling a little bit. I don't know if y'all can hear it. It's got a little sizzle to it, like a little sizzle. Hey, Lori, how are you? Thanks for chiming in. Certainly appreciate it. Like and share, like and share. We are cooking tofu this evening and just trying to figure out some new recipes with it, especially for folks who are trying to eat healthy or healthier. Can y'all hear it cooking? I'm going to put some more butter in here. This is plant-based butter, plant butter. So everything is plant-based. All right. We got the butter going. We got the tofu going. And I'm not even really sure how to watch this, how to cook this, how long to cook it. Because, like, how do you know if tofu is ready? I don't know. I use turmeric to give it this color. And, you know, turmeric is good. It's like it's anti-inflammatory. So it's good for you, good for your body. Cuts down on those inflammatory places. Cuts down on the phlegm. So anyway, and so I don't even know. Okay, this is sizzling. Y'all can hear it a little bit. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. I put some salt and pepper in here to give it some taste. Again, I am told that tofu takes on the taste of whatever it's connected to. You could use these. The one with the butter, I would suggest for those of you who are just coming on, ask that you like and share. But the one with the butter, I would suggest that you could eat that kind of as a side dish. I have butter and garlic salt on it. And I put it in the broiler just for a little while. Thanks for the thumbs up and for the hearts. I certainly appreciate it. And then for this one, I just use seasoning salt. And it's got a little crisp on the outside, but it's still soft and chewy. It's not too soft, and I mean, it's fine. Okay. This is like starting to stick to the bottom of the pan. So I'm going to take this out. Let me get a plate. Let me turn this wildfire off. All right. Move over. Y'all can see this, right? Okay. So I'm going to take this off and put it right here. And I'm telling you, this looks like scrambled eggs, but it is 100% tofu. I just cut it up in little blocks and I made it small, or, you know, like crunched it up. Not crunched it up, but broke it up with my fork. Okay, I'm going to taste this and see how it tastes. I can see the heat coming, so it might be a little hot. It smells like eggs. I don't know if this is psychological or what. It smells like eggs. I'm telling y'all. You know what? The consistency is like, hey Johnny, how are you? Is like eggs that have cooked a little long. That's the consistency. But it doesn't taste half bad. I am shocked because I thought this was going to be disgusting. I probably should put a little more salt on it, which I probably don't need. Maybe some garlic powder or garlic salt on it. Y'all, you should try this on the weekends. And I'm sorry to talk with food in my mouth, but it doesn't taste bad. Is it low in carbohydrates? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. Miss Marilyn. Let me see. I got to take y'all back over here to the docking station so we could see. All right, let me see what this says. It says total fat 7 grams, but this is like for the whole thing. Cholesterol 0%, sodium 0%, total carbohydrates 1%, 2 grams. Oh, what about the bacon? Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Oh, it got shriveled. So to answer your question, Marilyn, the carbohydrates 1%. I guess overall it says total. It says total 1% and 2 grams. So I'm thinking that's for the whole block. So yeah, totally, that is great. I'm telling y'all, it does not taste bad. You season it, put a little turmeric in for color, to trick yourself, and I just put a little salt and pepper. That was it in it, and it doesn't taste bad. Okay, these are the banana strips that I made, and I put Texas style barbecue seasoning on top, but you can get like a smoked seasoning that you can put on it, which is what I probably should have used, but I didn't have any, so I just used what I had. Okay, it's not crisp. It's still like kind of flimsy. I just peeled the banana for those of y'all who are just getting on. Peeled like a couple things of the banana, and then I didn't do anything to it, but the back of it doesn't look appetizing. But the front of it is where I put the seasoning. I'm saying the front or the inside of the banana is where I put the seasoning. Okay. Now I gotta taste this. It's not breaking off. Ooh, Marilyn, I appreciate you, girl. I don't know if I have or not, but I appreciate you saying so. Okay, first of all, my mouth is burning because of the Texas style barbecue. Beyond that, it doesn't taste half bad, but it is drying my mouth out. And most people make these with an air fryer. I've seen people do that with an air fryer. And it'll make it really crisp because it's in the air fryer. But to put it in the oven on the broiler and to let it cook for a minute, if you want something that's kind of like a meaty, what do I want to say, that will spice up your dish and have that meaty feel, it kind of gives you that because it kind of gives you the chew. So you could have eggs and bacon. That doesn't taste bad. Let me see. Oh, this one was crunchy. This one is better. It's got a crunch to it. This one is better. I like the crunch, and it's cooked a little more. So I think this one needs to cook a little more because it was chewy. But this is good. I could eat this. I promise you I could eat this, and I wouldn't fall out. I could eat it. Seriously. Do you love cooking different? Yes, Douglas. I like to cook different types of food. And if you guys, hey Tara, thanks for watching. If you guys have any dishes that you want me to try, please put it in the chat because I would love to try it. I only did half of this banana because I was going to show y'all how I did it. But I just pulled it like that and put it on the pan. Put it on the pan inside up. Pull the other side. And I'm going to use this banana to make me a smoothie. Did the banana inside up. Now, I used the Texas style barbecue. Let me see if I got some smoked something for a second. Hang on 1 minute. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. I got some steak seasoning. I got seafood seasoning. I don't think I have smoked anything. But I do know that you can buy like some smoked seasoning in the liquid form also? I don't see any smoked seasoning. Do you like smoothies? Hey, Tara. Yeah. Yes, Marilyn. I love smoothies. And usually my mainstay in smoothies, I'll put bananas, either kale or spinach, and what else? Bananas, kale, spinach, ice, and either I will use almond milk or orange juice, depending on what I want to taste that day. And I think oh, and this is what I use too. Let me show you this, Marilyn. Sometimes I will use the green superfood. I'll use that in my smoothies. This is your daily greens plus nutrients, fruits and veggies. But the only thing with this is if you put too much of this in your drink, in your blender, you can like taste the powder. You know what I mean? So you have to be careful about how much you scoop in. And it could be my fault because I have not read the directions on the back of this. I'm just like, oh, that looks about right. And then I'll put it in there. So it could be totally me. But just be careful when you put it in. And it comes in it has a little scooper like that. And that's how it looks. But that's what I use in it sometimes. And this says natural energy, promotes detox, helps alkalize, I don't know what that means, supports digestive health, and supports immunity. So that might be good for something for you to try. And I also use this depending on how I feel. Protein powder, depending on if I've gotten protein. But see, I still eat meat. I eat actually really everything, beef, chicken, and fish. But I am trying to cut back on beef. And there are times when I don't eat meat at all, just trying to give my body a rest and, just trying to be healthier, especially during this pandemic. You want to do things so that your immune system is able to fight and it is working at its optimum level. So that's my mindset in that. So that's why I'm trying different things. But this is organic protein. Got this from Walmart, just, very simple. And I'll put the protein powder in. And so I'll just do that and go from there. But back to my little banana bacon. I just put my seasoning on this side. This is turmeric, and I'm just putting this on here so y'all can see the color. But you can get like some smoked powder or something. You should probably use that. That probably will be good. But what you have to do is what we have found, and then just put the seasoning on this side, not the outside part. Put it on this side. And if you have an air fryer, the ones that I've seen done in the air fryers, it looks really good. Thanks for the hearts, guys. But what we have learned is from our little experiment tonight is you've got to let it cook so it's like crisp. Like this has a crispness to it, and this one is still a little rubbery because I can still feel the moisture from the peel, the banana peel. So just make sure when you do it that you let it cook so that it cooks. Maybe I should have cut it like thin. Maybe that would have helped it. Like cut it in strips like that. You know what? I bet you that would have been good if I had cut it in strips like that. And then it could have cooked and kind of dried out a little bit. But yeah, y'all, have you ever eaten tofu, plain tofu? This is right out of the package. It doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like air. Nothing. It doesn't taste like anything. Okay, so y'all go and try some tofu, some recipes. I have made some tofu eggs, and I have made some tofu croutons that you can put on your food or either eat it as a side dish. Let me turn this oven off because it is working. Eat it as a side dish, but either way, these are really good. And for those of you who have just come on, this one has butter. So we're about to wrap up anyway. And then this side just has seasoning salt on it. And I just put it in the broiler and I let it stay in there for maybe about 15 minutes or so. I didn't want it to burn. And then That was really it. But it does have it has a good flavor, and tofu does pick up the flavor of whatever you put it in. So be mindful of that. So you can make it, and it just kind of gives you a full taste. You know what I mean? If you're trying to eat healthy. So guys, thank you guys for chiming in, for your questions, for your suggestions, and for just hanging out with me tonight. Certainly appreciate it. If you put questions in, if you're watching the replay and you put questions in, I do go back and I read all of the comments and will respond to you. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to hang with me tonight. You guys have a good evening. And thanks for stopping by Kim's Community. We really appreciate it. And coming to the kitchen. We had a good time with you. Hope you guys learned something, and I hope you'll try some tofu. I think I will add it to some of my dishes. Maybe not go full on, like everything, but I'm going to try it. And we're going to try to add it into some of my dishes. All right, guys, drink your water, take your vitamins, and stay healthy. Have a good night. Good night, Brenda. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.